Monroe Murphy describes it as holy intervention.
He will give his angels charge over you to guard you in all your ways.
That being how he walked away from last night's storms with only minor scrapes and bruises, and finding someone's Bible that ended up in the pile of rubble that used to be his home.
This is where I lived for the last 6 years. When I heard the noise coming through, I just laid down on the floor, and I ended up way down over there in some of that debris hanging on, and I felt it just trying to suck me away.
Up and down these rows of mobile homes, Mother Nature's might has made this area unrecognizable. Metal wrapped around power poles like they were tissues, 2x4s stick out of the ground like javelins.
All the families back here are all misplaced. Everything's lost.
Corinne Devon is one of the park's owners.
No deaths, just a few injuries. A few people are in the hospital.
Nearby, heavy machinery and their operators are out in full force to clean up. The city's airport and the call center where Don Hoskins works got hit too.
There was 2 trailers in the trailer park. When I went over to the mailboxes, they're completely gone. Like, they're not even just down, they're gone. They're missing in that rubble somewhere. I hope they made it out.
Hope and support.
It's just unbelievable devastation.
Is what this community needs now more than ever. Reporting in London, Mason Brighton, Spectrum News. Well, I'm in Frankfort this afternoon where the Kentucky River has crested and is beginning to recede. But as you can see behind me, the water is still very high, covering many roads, leaving a lot of people with a lot of cleanup to do. The fast-moving Kentucky River was just inches from breaking the record for the all-time highest point when it crested Monday afternoon. A day later in downtown is slowly starting to dry out, but areas closest to the riverbanks are still underwater. That includes several nearby homes, many other spots still impassable by car. The country's oldest bourbon distillery, Buffalo Trace, is also feeling the impact. From above, the picture is clear. It appears most, if not all, of the complex sits in water. The distillery stating it's the highest flood level they've ever recorded and don't plan to reopen until at least Thursday. The governor announcing this morning the city's water service is back on, but its sewage system is still not back to 100%. And in downtown Louisville, River Road that runs along the Ohio is quite literally now a river. This adventurous angler even trying his luck to catch a few fish under the I-64 overpass. No luck yet, he told us this afternoon. The Ohio is expected to crest sometime tomorrow. As it stands now, Waterfront Park is a far way from being in its normal state. Reporting in Louisville, Mason Brighton, Spectrum News. Thunder did not ring out over Louisville this year. High water and the mess left behind made putting on one of the nation's largest firework and air shows too dangerous. But nonstop work means other Kentucky Derby events will go on. Remember that boat that was marooned here on the Great Lawn? Well, it's all gone now. And River Road, as you can tell, is back to being a road and not a river. Oh, and the bell? Well, you don't actually need a boat to get to the riverboat anymore.
She did get nearly up to the highway because the river rose about 24 feet above where it is normally.
2 weeks after the water crested, the Belle of Louisville is back open to the public and is preparing for its upcoming race against its Cincinnati riverboat counterpart.
Derby and steamboat races just become really intertwined, and I really love that. I really think that it's really wonderful how these two events come together to make such iconic memories for everybody in our city.
The riverboat became the Belle in the early 60s. The annual race would start soon after. Since then, steam power and horsepower have been one and the same every spring.
They're setting up the chow wagon right now, so it looks like a lot of fun down there. So we're really lucky that everybody works so hard to get everything ready for Derby.
Down at the waterfront, Festiville is preparing to open. This entire area now set for the Kentucky Derby Festival.
It was hard to believe, and I'm an optimist, that it would be ready for use. And they turned the waterfront over for our use for the festival a couple days ago, and it's not just where we're operating, it's all the way along the river. It's into neighborhoods, it's from the west all the way to the east, and it's been extraordinary.
In the face of disaster that impacted the lives of so many across the Commonwealth, countless people have stepped up to ensure that the show goes on. Reporting in Louisville, Mason Brighton, Spectrum News.